Honourable President of Iceland, Ólafur Ragnar Grímsson, Chairman of the West Nordic Council, Billy Stevenson, and fellow colleagues, guests. It is a personal and political honor to represent my country in these fabulous surroundings here in Harpa, in Reykjavik, in this adorable country of Iceland. The stage for this conference could not have been better chosen. By the way, congratulations to the Icelandic people for making this great venue possible and for beating the Dutch national team in soccer convincingly. A great result which really underlines the fact that putting in the right effort with a precise strategy can create miracles. The Faroe Islands, 18 islands, unspoiled, unexplored, and unbelievable, as the tourist board expresses it, a proud member of the West Nordic Council for almost 30 years now. Together with our great neighbors in Greenland and in Iceland, we have been the backbone of a cooperation in search of a living culture with emphasis on global responsibility in the international community regarding issues related to people living in and from natural environment. I fully support and recommend the application for observer status to the Arctic Council, though somehow being competitors in the Arctic region, without doubt the future path lies in cooperation between the three countries, especially bearing in mind the strong competition or threat from the east. The Arctic is first and foremost a home for its inhabitants, the human beings and the animals that live in the region, and our aim is to support and maintain this way of living, making our planet bigger and broader. Secondly, the Arctic is a matter of interests concerning geopolitics, offshore opportunities, and future navigational options. By the way, we really should demand common rules and regulations for vessels sailing in our precious region. The electing which I represent is the legislative body in the Faroes. It is definitely one of the oldest, if not the oldest, parliament in the world, a cradle of democracy which has formed over 1,000 years. The bigger the responsibility of passing on the heritage. The electing has 33 members who are elected for a period of 4 years. The last election took place in October 2011. 7 parties are for the time being represented in the electing. 3 of them form the present government. Faroese politics is based on 2 axes, one concerning the independency question, the other ideological from left to right. The West Nordic Council recommendations are treated by the electing as proposals for parliamentary resolutions. It is the members of the WNC who put forward the proposals, and after the first reading, they are normally referred to the Committee of Foreign Affairs, which writes a report, and then the second reading and vote takes place. Most of the recommendations have been passed through the electing. Almost all of them have the character of intention of more and better cooperation between the 3 countries, or a mutual attitude towards other countries, especially in fishery and environmental matters. This means again that they are not always easy to implement. The recommendations are not binding for the government. We ought to do better in finding a binding way to achieve our West Nordic policy goals and results. The inscription on one of the church bells in the magnificent Hallgrímskirkjan says, Dýrð, vald og virðing, which in English means glory, power, and dignity. It is my sincere hope that these tunes will ring out between the 3 West Nordic countries, Greenland, Iceland, and the Faroe Islands, in forming the Arctic future. Thank you.